I have reined in my trigger finger. I'm going to take my dosage, and we're going to go get some prop deer hides so they can start curing. That's it. That's the start of the episode. Nothing else. Very straightforward. Just going to try not to waste half my revolver ammunition this time. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am going to take my dosage right now. We are, let's double check this. We are down to 5 doses remaining after this next dose that I'm about to take. And I'll go ahead and just use the antibiotics. And there we go. So now, with that being done, we should see 5 of 20 doses remaining. Glorious that we are finally at that point. Let's mark that, just so that I don't lose track in this final stretch. It's not as important now that we're so close, but still good to have the information. So, we are indeed not going to attempt Hushed River Valley until I've gotten out of here. Now, I do have some water that I have to finish boiling. I can't actually drink it until I do that. So, may as well do that. I'm fully rested, and then when I'm done with this, I could always get a little bit more rest at the end of things. But yeah, our objective at the moment is, how should I do this? Do I have anything already broken down in here? I very much doubt that I do. I don't have anything in the trunk. I've got that old light shell that I'm not using. Yeah, all the wood here would have to be broken down, sadly. So if I wanted to have a fire going right now, yeah, I might as well just sleep until we have a little bit of daylight, and then resume my quest. Let's say, yeah, 3 hours sleep should be fine. Because at this point, I can do that anytime I want. But yeah, that water needs to be boiled before too much longer. Let's go ahead and break down this crate. I won't need that long. So I've got, nice, this will break down into 2 pieces of reclaimed wood. And that honestly is all the wood that I need, although I could go ahead, use the broom, could go ahead and chop up some additional things just to have a little bit of extra firewood for reasons. That's all we need, are just reasons. Alright, fortunately can't break that down. Kind of seems like you should be able to, but I can't. Alright, let's go ahead and get this, and that's more than enough. So now I'm going to step in here, and we are going to start a fire. We're going to use the book, yes, absolutely. We will use the cattail head. We'll use a match, because we still don't have a fire striker, sadly. And the game's going to give us ominous music, just to make you wonder whether or not I'm going to get the revolver out. It's just trying to increase your anxiety on whether I'll make that mistake again. This is the game, instead, not tormenting me, but tormenting you. See, it even timed that musical cue perfectly. You know it's the truth. Alright. Water. Boil water. It's going to take 54 minutes. And I'll bet you there's something else I can do with the time that I have remaining. Like, for example, I have some prepared acorns I can go ahead and... Oh yeah, I actually don't have water to make those in, so just kidding. What I can do, however, is prepare some reishi mushrooms. It'll take 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that. It does sound like the weather outside is just delightful, so I'm not going to be able to go get those deer hides right now. It would be a little bit challenging. Now, I suppose I could leave this down and get some additional water out of this fire while we wait. Yeah, this will work quite well, actually. All right, potable water. Drink that. And how much time is left on the fire? 22 minutes. So we can go ahead and drink that and have a little bit extra, and that worked out really quite well. I'm happy about that. And let's now see what else. I'm pretty encumbered. Why is that? Oh, yeah. 36 cattails. That'll do it. Also, I am carrying that wood, so makes sense while I'm kind of staying in this general area, which I will do for the next little while. Let's drop the firewood by the door. And I could even leave the cooking pot down by the door as well. As long as I, you know, grab it when I leave, then that's all that matters. I can drop the jerry can momentarily. What else can I get rid of in order to lose a little bit of weight? Unfortunately, we are in that phase of cabin fever where no matter what we do, or not cabin fever, but yeah, not cabin fever at all. We might have cabin fever if it were turned on in this particular setting. But we're in the phase of intestinal parasites where we are tired and under our maximum carrying capacity no matter what we do, which makes me sad because there's nothing I can do to mitigate that really apart from just continue to treat this condition as best as possible. One thing I could do before I leave here, since the weather is obviously crappy and we aren't able to do too much at the moment. Can't repair the rabbit skin. Is there anything else I could repair? I could repair my 2 sweaters. It's not going to help that much at this point, but I may as well to pass the time, so let's do that. And we'll get some repair skill out of it, which is never a bad thing. And that worked flawlessly. It sounds like things are now calming down a bit. Unfortunately, it also seems like I am just already painfully tired. So that's this episode and maybe part of the next one are going to be rough from that perspective because we are now dealing with a situation where... Hang on, I just want to make sure there are no wolves around this time. The respawn rate is set to low, so it's not likely, but we saw what happened last episode. A good old jump scare. Interesting. Alright, let's put this thing away. Yeah, we're at a point where we're already quite tired. And especially once we get the guts and the deer hide, like, we are almost certainly going to have to use the revolver to scare off anything that might smell me on the way back to the farmhouse. Because it's going to take some time just to chop this stuff up. So we're in this phase for the next couple of episodes, or like I said, mainly this one, I would imagine, where this condition is going to limit me more than ever. Sadly. I think the prop deer has disappeared. I don't see it. Did I get all of the stuff from it? Did I harvest the entire thing? I don't recall harvesting that entire prop deer. But it might have disappeared because we got... Maybe I harvested the whole thing. I thought I'd only partially taken both of them. God, this is the sad thing about having been away, and it's much less of a problem now than it was even just a few months ago. But having been away from YouTube as long as I was, and playing this game regularly as long as I was. Yes, I just heard that wolf, by the way. There's just lots of little tiny details that I used to know that I don't know as well as I used to know. And that makes me sad. Alright, so we've got this deer here. And we're also... The wind is picking up again. Notice this. So, isn't that just lovely? Alright, so let's check on this prop deer. Is this one still here? Yeah, this one is still here. But now it's like... It's almost not safe to stay out here and try and do anything. Because it's... I'm gonna lose health. Alright, so this is gonna be dicey. Let's see how long it would take to get some of the stuff off of this deer. Alright, the hide would take... Alright, this is going to take half an hour. Alright, I'll go ahead and get the guts. I need the guts the most. Ooh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt.
Damn.
Gimme.
I'm freezing.
Alright, now I'm going to try and get back. I am actually running right now. Might not seem like it, but I am. Because I'm carrying guts, which, as you can see in the top... Hi. See? Really? That's the way you're going to run. That's the way you're going to run. You absolute jerk. You're literally going to run to the front door. Are you joking? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay, good. He kept going. Go away.
I need to find a place to rest.
All right, need to get inside. We do have that meat still to cook as well. Let's not forget about that. All right, well, this is our life for the next little bit because, I mean, especially with it being that cold, there's not a lot that I can do at once with this condition being so debilitating. It's frustrating anytime it happens, but that it happened, you know, for it to have happened so early in this series is a shame. So we're getting there, you know, we're slowly but surely getting to the end of it finally. But it's been a wild ride, that's for sure. All right, so I do have the opportunity to cook some. Hang on, let me make sure that I have the dosage that I need. I remember counting this before, but I'm at that point in the infection where it's like I want to make absolutely sure. So I have 3 reishi tea, and yeah, so I've got 6 dosages remaining. That's 1 extra, which is exactly what I counted. Joy. Joy. And now I have to rest. I pretty much have to rest. I mean, I could go ahead and cook the last, like those other reishi teas real quick. That wouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, at least, so that I pass a little bit more of the daylight. Because one downside of being this tired and getting this tired this quickly is that we are just, it's barely noon. It's barely afternoon. This is no bueno. So, yeah, I'm defaulting towards the bed while I'm talking because that's just, when I look at my survival meters, that's what my brain says is the necessary thing. Okay, now I will use, I don't have, well, I probably do have a book if I look around. Yep, I got plenty of books. Let's use that book. Much higher fire starting chance on that. We'll use the cattail head, we'll use a wood match, and go. I might have some other things I can cook here. I mean, honestly, I could run out and grab that meat.
Come on, little fire.
That wouldn't be the worst idea. But I don't know how much time I would have altogether. Let's see. Hour 21 minutes. Nice! There's fire starting level 3. Can't complain about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and cook. Let's start making some reishi tea. I'm going to step out front and hope that the wolf isn't right here. Because that would be offensive to me. Alright, I picked up 2 pieces. Probably don't need 2 pieces. And I didn't waste a single revolver round. Look at that. Oh wait, you know what? Let me get the cooking pot. Get a little extra efficiency out of this fire. You never know. Could come down to that. Could come down to that. Alright. Cook the gamey venison. Yeah, it's going to take 40 minutes here, so let's put that one there. Go ahead and just, yeah, we're just going to take it, and then I'm going to make the other one there. Yeah, probably not enough time here. I mean, I could put this stick on the fire, and I guess that helps a little bit. I could also add another one of the books as a little bit of extra fuel. There we go. Now I might have enough to cook both of those steaks, which is, you know, can't complain about that. I just don't want to drink that tea by mistake. Alright, and yeah, that's one option. Thank you to the commenter who reminded me that the decoy button exists. I very rarely use that even when I was doing survival school videos. It's just not a habit that I ever got into as a Lone Dark player, ever. But it's a very handy way to drop meat that you're carrying and just cook it. Alright, I've got some water, but I could honestly use more. Let's go ahead and pass time until this is ready. And I do want to go ahead and eat that. And how much time do we have left on the fire? 55 minutes? Alright, we're not going to be able to do... Yeah. I'm just going to have to do a basic amount of water. 20 minutes. Because I don't want to do anything else in terms of adding to this fire. I'm happy with this. Alright, cooked venison. I'll just keep that on me to eat later. Oh, is that cooking 4? Heck yes. Let's take a look at those bonuses real quick. So we got 2 new skill upgrades. Cooking 4. 20% calories from any cooked food item. No calorie loss when smashing open cans. I've done about that. Cooking times reduced by 20%. Ready times increased by 20%. So basically faster cooking at this point. And fire starting, 65% chance to start fires. Fires last 10% longer and can start fires without tinder. Oh yay, we finally reached that point. So I can drop all of my tinder and I can start harvesting cattails much more selectively. Yay. I thought that came later. But see, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, there's lots of little tiny details that I haven't completely forgotten, but like the associations have loosened. So it's like what skill level you get certain things at is not as heuristically accessible to my mind as it might have been a few years ago. Getting all that back slowly but surely. So, yeah, now I definitely need to sleep. Is there anything else I need to do beforehand? No, not really. Let's go ahead and just sleep as long as you'll possibly let me. Well, hang on. Just so that we min-max this a little bit. Really? You're not thirsty? I see a gap in my thirst game. Don't tell me I'm not... Thank you. Thank you. Don't tell me I'm not thirsty. Who do you think you're talking to? Alright, 12 hours. Out of the gate. Just give me that time. And of course, now we'll be able to take another dose. And because I made the extra reishi teas, like, I'm not pushing it quite as bad as I was, which I'm happy about. Alright, let me go ahead and eat this steak. I should have drank first, but okay. Drink some water. Yeah, really, really starting to see the impact of that condition. I remember someone wondering aloud in the comments, like, maybe it'll start to get better because you're nearing the end of your treatment. You know, and that was very optimistic, and I appreciate the optimism, but I was going with the way it's described on the screen, which is that you will continue to weaken until treatment has run its full course. And I kind of knew that from the past experience. I didn't remember exactly, and I thought, well, maybe it has changed. Maybe it gets better now, and I was kind of hopeful for that, but I was leaning towards what the interface said, so I did appreciate the optimism of that comment, though. I did indeed. All right, so... Ooh, you know what I need to do? I definitely need to clean the revolver. Can't possibly imagine why. You can't either? Huh, that's funny. No one here can think of it. Wow. You'd think that with all of our minds put together, someone would be able to come up with an explanation for why the revolver already needs to be cleaned again. Oh well, I guess we'll never know, right? That's just beyond our collective understanding. But we tried, and that's what mattered. You know, we put our heads together and we tried to figure it out, and that's how you solve problems. Give yourselves a pat on the back. We tried real hard. There's no explanation, though. We don't know what it is. It's definitely not me. Nope. Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why that thought would even enter anyone's mind. Alright, so this cleaning kit is almost completely gone. I need to drop all of my tinder, though. That's actually going to help a lot. Very glad we're finally at that point. Okay, it looks like I've got it almost completely cleaned up. Right as the sun is rising. Alright, so there's that. It sounds like the weather is much better than it was the last time I went out to check on this. So let's do a couple of things here. Tell you what, just to make my carrying capacity much better than it currently is, I'm going to very, very temporarily drop a bunch of my heaviest stuff. I'm going to drop... Yeah, I'm just going to put away a lot of items that I would normally keep with me, because I'm just going out to get... Alright, I'm going to keep the bow on me in case I have a clear opportunity to kill the wolf when he's not aggroed. Oh, I can put the... I still have my can opener? What the hecking heck? That was not necessary. Oh, which reminds me, We can now get rid of all of our cattail heads. We don't need tinder anymore. I'll keep the birch bark. And we already don't have any paper, because I've been good about getting rid of that. Don't have too many cans. Don't have too much spray paint, thank God. Got a couple of stones, in case I need them. Okay. I do, before I try to go back out there, given how tired I am, there's a couple things I want to do. Let me go ahead and rest for a moment here, just to maximize, I'll get 3 hours of sleep, just to maximize how awake I am. And bring us a little bit more daylight too, so that if I have to take a shot at a wolf, I can see things. All right, there's that. And now it is also time to take that dosage. Get a little calorie boost from that too. That's never a bad thing. All right, so we're not encumbered at all at the moment. Just need to go get those guts and hides and things. And, nice. It's not too cold. Yet. I just need to... I'm going to kind of go wide here, because I want to get a really good look on where this wolf might be patrolling, because it's not the first time he's kind of snuck up on me in that general area, so this wolf is obviously close by in his route, and I don't know... I clearly am being thrown off a little bit by this wolf's exact pattern, as indicated by the by the intensity of the Hadrian shake last episode. Oh, hello. God. I saw those posts, that, and it was slightly a different color from the wood, and it was closer to the color of the wolf, and I was like, what the heck am I looking at? Started freaking out. Like, don't tell me you're right there. I can't hear footsteps. I would hear footsteps if you were right there. Don't lie to me, game. Alright, he's over there. Oh, right there. So it's like a respawn of the wolf that I killed. That's literally what it is. That's incredibly rude. That's incredibly rude of this game. I set the respawn, like, to be long, but it seems to have come back already. Alright, so... I know I also need the hides, you know? So, while the temperature is decent... Oh, just kidding, it's not decent anymore. I'm gonna take a slightly different tack this time and run this way. Alright, so, yeah, hides... I know, Jennifer. I know. Hides are not as bad as guts, and you can't actually see any scent that's being given off, but as we all know, those scent indicators, 1, 2, 3, are a very basic representation, an ordinal representation of the level of stench that you're giving off. Whereas the actual calculation that determines whether or not you can be detected, whether or not a wolf is going to come after you, it can be less than 1, it can be slightly more than 1, but not quite 2, to the point that you can't even round it up. So I don't trust, even when I have a hide, and even when I don't see a... And no one should. Even when I don't see a scent indicator on the screen, I don't trust the game to not be giving off any scent whatsoever. All right, so that's one of the deer hides. Let's go ahead and drop it. We are going to have to rest, and we might be able to go out. I might be able to actually kill that deer, to be honest. So that's something to look forward to. I'm going to eat my heaviest foods first. Did I say deer? I meant wolf. I might be able to kill that wolf. We've gotten rid of those. It's nice not to have to worry about the can opener anymore. Okay, and I am going to need more water soon, so I'm painfully aware of that. let's go ahead and sleep for another 3 hours. Just to gain back that warmth and gain back a little bit of the health lost. It's just the only trouble with this situation at the moment is that if I get into a wolf scuffle, I'm almost certainly dead. So anything I do to mess with our friend over here to the right, I've got to be very confident in what I'm doing. And I've got to have an escape route. I've got to have a way to get away from whatever's happening. So there are a few more guts, and I think, yeah, I have to get the hide off of the prop carcass, and then I'm good. So, tell you what, let me step out this direction. I'm a little bit nervous that the wolf might be back around here somewhere. Same thing, I'm going to go wide. It does seem like it's still pretty freaking cold. It's also quite bright right now. Alright, the wolf is not out here, so he's probably still back behind those sheds. That wolf loves that area. Really seems to like to just hang out there and make my life difficult. It's fine. It's totally fine. Wolf is gonna wolf. Yep, there he is. Alright, so one deer carcass is gone, which... that's a little bit inconsistent with what I remember getting from it, so similar to the other prop deer, it's like, wait, why are you gone? But maybe I pulled the... maybe I pulled the hide from it. I really don't remember what I just got from that carcass, so... Just wasn't expecting it to be gone. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest this up. It is going to get cold. Yep. Same thing, gonna run this way. And now I'm quite content with everything I've gotten from the deer in the area. Yeah, it is freezing. It is pretty freaking cold. I'll give you that. Alright, so you can see the wolf. It doesn't seem to be approaching me. Hang on. Might be thinking about it. What you doing over there, buddy? Alright, still behind the... yeah, I can see it. Alright, I should be able to run here. Let's grab a couple of these cooked pieces of meat. Step inside. Cooked meat is another example of something that won't necessarily show a scent, but seems to get the attention of wolves. Okay, well, now we have a good number of deer hides curing here, and I guess this is... I guess I did get all the hides. And I got... 1, 2, 3... yeah... I feel like I missed the guts on one of these creatures, unless I didn't drop them. No, I dropped them. Okay, I took my dosage. We're down to 4 of 20. Let's verify that we're caught up here. We're on day 34. And notes indicate... hold on. Notes indicate... yeah, day 34 would be 4 left. So, that's a nice little link up there. 4 and 4. It's not going to stay that way, because they're going in opposite directions. Alright, well... now I'm definitely not going to Hush River Valley. We can all agree on that. Let's... yeah, I've got this cooked venison. I do need some more water before long. I mean, I've got some now, so I can drink it, and I'll go ahead and deal with that. And the venison will be enough to keep me fed overnight. And I have plenty of food other than that besides. So I guess what I'll do is just start chopping up some of the wood in here with the daylight that I have remaining, because I can. And maybe I can use that to cook some of the remaining meat that's out there. And it would be a great way to celebrate getting over this affliction by murdering that wolf, but I might still be able to do it sooner, to be completely honest with you. All right, there's another cooking pot that I didn't even know was there. That's nice. Put that there. There's another plank. All right, we're starting to lose daylight. Not going to be able to do this for much longer. Let's just keep chopping. I will need to sharpen that hatchet. I've been using it a lot. All right, this is 49 minutes, but I should be able to get through it. Gimme. There we go. Not bad. Now, with that... Oh, there's some books.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Let's go ahead and start a fire. Well, do I need to start the fire now, or can I wait? Probably could wait, but I could go ahead... No, let's go ahead and do it. I just would need to be careful going out and getting too much wood at once, but I can start it now. All right, I don't need tinder. And the chance of... Oh, wow, check this out. Wood match and a book, 100% start chance. We have arrived, Legion. Don't even need tinder.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Just need to be careful because I still don't have a fire striker, so every match, you know, every match matters.
Perfect.
Need to make the most of it. All right, so with that being done, first of all, let me put the cooking pot in here. Let's grab that back out. And actually, let's go get the other one from the kitchen. If I come straight back, I'm going to use this as my reference. There we go. Hang on. Now if I turn around, there it is. Cooking pot. Got it. Literally feeling around in the dark. That worked out. Okay, so now we've got the two cooking pots there. We've got some time on this fire. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. I will go ahead and just to make sure we're absolutely safe while we're doing this, I'm going to drop these two stakes. I'll just drop them right in front of the fire. Don't want to attract more attention than is necessary. Okay, now probably just need to... Oh, there's just two. There's literally just two left. Okay, I thought there were more. But hey, we can get these done. Nice and fast. So I don't need to put any more wood on the fire, thankfully. Cook. Cook. And this should be a good amount of calories when done. So that'll be nice. And I can get some water out of this fire before I go to sleep. But I definitely need to sleep because the exhaustion is actually starting to affect me. Alright, cooked venison. So, best way to get water out of this fire... I guess I'll just tempt fate a little bit and get 2 hours worth. Oh, wow. Notice how it's taking less time now? Love that. Love that for me. You can tell how long it's been since I've gotten this far in a long dark playthrough. All the bonuses from just like the level 3 and 4 stuff, I'm like, oh, that's so cool! I feel like such a noob. Alright. I will eat this fresh venison because the last thing I want is, while I'm dealing with this water, to accidentally lose well-fed. Can you imagine the rage? I submit that you probably couldn't. You probably couldn't. Maybe you could. Some of you have been here a while. You've seen me pretty frustrated. But that would be a lot of rage. Like, a lot of rage. Alright, let's drink that. And then we'll pick up the other one. And that should be enough for now. Although, since we have the fire going,
Sure I can carry much more.
from an efficiency standpoint, I think it makes sense to make the most of it. Let's go ahead and just do 2 more smaller cups. Yeah, now we're truly exhausted. So that's what full exhaustion looks like while you have this particular affliction. I know, too tired to think straight. We're just gonna get some water and then we're gonna go to bed. You're gonna get so much sleep. You're gonna be so well rested. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself, Jennifer, I promise. So let's now sleep for 12 hours. We'll get lots of health back from that. Not that we can actually have lots of health at this point. And then here's the best part. I will go ahead and drink some water. We've got over a gallon now. We are at the point where it's time for me to wrap up the episode. But before I wrap up, I just want to have the satisfaction of seeing an even lower number here. So we're going to go ahead and take some antibiotics. And now we are 3 of 20 doses away. And let me just step outside to create a save point. We're 3 of 20 doses away from being done with this forever. And then we can actually go to Hush River Valley, which we are absolutely going to do, because there's so much potential there once we're fully healed. I've got good gear. I'm going to be able to survive that kind of a trip. And we're in the area, so it makes sense to go there now and reap the potential rewards of that zone. For now, I'm going to stop this one here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.